working principle, in which we have a chief advisor, Dr. Samjal Bhattacharya, and also we have the new Secretary General. Earlier, the Secretary General was Mr. Sinam Prakash Singh, who is now the advisor, and our new Secretary General is Mr. Mutsi Koyo Yobo from the Naga Students Federation, and we also have another advisor who was the Vice Chairman earlier, Mr. Upendra Debarma from the Tripura Students Federation, and we also have a new Assistant Secretary General, Mr. Wangjam Sangtam Toba Meitei from the All Manipur Students Union, and we also have a new Finance Secretary, Mr. John Debarma, who is the General Secretary of the Tripura Students Federation, and we also have our coordinators, Mr. Sankar Jyoti Borwa, who could not be here with us because he has to go back in the morning. We have from the NSF, Mr. Ijan Muili, and Mr. Rikeshwar Moirangham, Mr. Lal Ramanuta Londo, and Mr. Bikash Debarma. So, in this sixth General Conference of the North Eastern Organization, we have taken resolutions on very important issues. That is, the first issue is on the illegal immigration, which is affecting the different states of the northeastern region, and it's continuing to affect the demographic structure of the northeastern region, especially here in the state of Tripura, in which the indigenous peoples of Tripura are being reduced to a minority in their own land. And the NESO on this issue has taken a resolution that we will take up this issue from time to time, and we will explore all possibilities to fight against this menace of illegal infiltration, and to take up this issue with the concerned state governments at the state and also at the central level, and to work out modalities and structures according to the prevailing situation in each state of the northeastern region. And on education in the different states of the northeast, we have seen the scenario of the education in the different states of northeast, which is in a very bad state. And this general conference, after deliberation at length with regard to the issue of education in the different states of northeast, the general conference is of the opinion that the present system is predominantly of the formal form of education. Even though we recognize the importance of the formal form of education, also include and introduce, more importantly, job-oriented courses, the introduction of vocational institutes, and also the curriculum should include the traditional values like culture, history, geography of the indigenous peoples of the northeastern region. And we demand that the state and the central government should set up more professional and technical institutes in all the states of the northeastern region. Another important resolution is on employment and economic development of the northeast. The NESO strongly urged the government of India to make the northeast a special employment zone, to set up regional placement or employment exchange in the northeast with its network covering the whole of the northeastern region. The recruitment of local youth in central government establishment will be reviewed, and in that they should give 100% employment in whichever state such an central establishment is set up, not only in the grade D and grade 4, but also maximum absorption in the grade 1 and grade 2 of the posts. And the northeast, the government of India should treat northeast as a special economic zone. And very important resolution is with regard to the state of Tripura, in which the House also unanimously adopted a resolution to demand for a special constitutional safeguard for the Tripura with vast federal authority, and also the Northeast Students Organization and the people of Northeast will always stand together shoulder to shoulder with the indigenous peoples of Tripura to protect and uplift their identity, culture with rights over land and natural resources. So these are the resolutions that we have adopted in this 6th General Conference. And apart from these resolutions that we have adopted, the NESO has again reiterated its stand on many important issues which we have raised to the central government and also the state government from time to time. And these issues are the demand for the implementation of the inline permit in all the states of the northeastern region, to conduct the National Register of Citizens in all other remaining states of the Northeast with a specific cut of year or a base year according to the unique situation of that particular state. As the published updated NRC or the National Register of Citizens in Assam is not fully correct, to be a re-examination of the whole process of NRC of Assam, to implement all provisions of the Assam Accord 1985 and for the implementation of the recommendation of the Committee on Clause 6 of the Assam Accord for constitutional safeguard. We've been demanding the repeal of the punitive legislations like the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, which has created a lot of problem, a lot of ill treatment, and a lot of extra constitutional debt to the innocent people of the northeastern region, and especially with the recent massacre in the December 2021 at Oting, in which 14 innocent people lost their lives, and the armed forces, the people in the armed forces who perpetrated this massacre are still roaming free because of the protection of this Armed Forces Special Powers Act. So we demand that this draconian law should be repealed by the Government of India. We also oppose and demand for the repeal of the Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019. Even though exemptions were made in some states of the northeastern region, like the ILP areas and the 6 scheduled areas in which this act will not be applicable, but the NESO, still, we feel that this act is detrimental to the interests of the indigenous peoples of the Northeast, and as such, we demand to repeal this act, the CEA 2019. We reiterate the demand for special constitutional status with rights over land and natural resources in all the northeastern states, and also we should have a separate time zone for the Northeast. We demand the centre to declare the flood and erosion in Northeast as a national problem. We have seen the conflict that has been happening from time to time in the border areas of the different states of the northeastern region. And NESO has been demanding for setting up of the Interstate Boundary Commission, and the state governments and also the central government should be involved in the settling of the interstate border issue. More of the Khasi and the Garo language in the 8th schedule of the Constitution, in which the Government of India, through the Home Ministry, till today has not given its due recognition or due inclusion of this very important language in the 8th schedule of the Constitution. So these are some of the points that we have deliberated, and we have taken a decision to pursue with the respective state governments and also with the central government of India. Thank you.
Peoples. Among us, the tallest advisor of the Northeastern Students Organization, Dr. Samujal, who is with us, he will brief in all the important issues. Since he had been working with the NESO for many years, with the guidance, with the advice of Dr. Samujal, NESO is moving ahead. I, as a newly elected Secretary General, with the support and the advice of all the seniors and the constituent units of NESO, we will give our best service to pursue the issues and also to protect the rights of the Northeastern people. Thank you.
So the sixth general conference of NESO was held at Tripura, Agartala, Kumlung. So we had adopted some resolutions. First, as a student organization, we have seen there is a need to establish more technical, non-technical professional institute in all Northeast states. We have seen that thousands of students they are going out for higher studies in different parts of the country. It's good that our Northeastern students are going out for higher studies. For what they are going, the new courses for which they are going out, this subject should be introduced in all universities, in all colleges of the Northeastern region. Because unofficially we have seen that more than 300 crores are going out because our students are going out for higher studies. So these new courses should be established, introduced in all the colleges, universities of Northeast region. Because those students who are capable, they are going out. But those students who are meritorious, they cannot afford to go out. Where they will study? They will have to study in Tripura, they will study in the Northeast. So new courses should be introduced in all colleges, in all universities of the Northeastern region. On the other hand, new institutes, technical and non-technical institutes should be set up in all Northeastern states. For example, the Naga Student Federation is, they are celebrating 75 years of their journey. But in Nagaland, we don't have a single medical college. It's only instance. So in all these Northeast states, we need more technical, more non-technical institutes, vocational institutes in all these 7 states, including the skill development universities and skill development institute. So NESO will continue to work on the area of education so that our students can protect their academic future in their own motherland. Second, the influx of foreigners. The influx of foreigners from Bangladesh is a threat to the identity of the indigenous people of Northeastern region. Somebody is asking, so what threat? What is the number? But I would like to say that the Supreme Court of India, when they have passed an order to repeal the INDT Act, the Supreme Court of India had said, quote, due to large-scale influx of illegal foreigners from Bangladesh, there is external aggression and internal disturbance in the state of Assam only. It is only for Assam. So for whole of Northeast, there is external aggression and internal disturbance in the state, in our Northeast due to large-scale influx of illegal foreigners from Bangladesh. It's not our opinion. It's the opinion. Due to large-scale influx of illegal foreigners, there is external aggression and internal disturbance. But the central government and the state government, they are keeping mum quiet. The international border is porous. In Tripura only, 30 kilometers is still porous. And now the central government and the state government, they are saying that the fundamentalist groups, they are entering into Northeast. Who has stopped them to stop the fundamentalist group? NESO is always saying that the international border along with the Hindi-Bangla border should be sealed. Because of the failure of the central government and the state government through this porous border, the fundamentalist groups, they are entering into Northeast. Now Northeast is a transit route and transit camp for the fundamentalist groups along with the illegal Bangladeshis. So it's an unexcusable crime on the part of the central government and state government for not sealing the Indo-Bangla border. If the central government can seal the Indo-Pak border in a war footing, why not in case of Indo-Bangla border? It's a threat to the nation. It is not only a threat to the identity of the indigenous people of Northeast, it's a threat to the nation, and central government and state government, they are compromising with the sovereignty of the country. So the central government and state government, they must act effectively to seal these Indo-Bangla borders immediately. And the influx of illegal foreigners, that must be solved because it has changed the demography of the Northeastern region. In Manipur, there is Manipur Accord. In Assam, there is Assam Accord. They are not implementing the Assam Accord. And due to non-implementation of these accords, we are facing this problem. On the other hand, in case of Assam, there is a central government had formed a high-level committee headed by a retired judge to give the constitutional safeguard for the indigenous people of Assam. The committee, it was formed by the government of India. The committee has submitted this report on time, and during that time, Prime Minister and Home Minister, they have said they will implement it. Now they are keeping mum. So it should be implemented within a specific time frame, so that the constitutional safeguard can be guaranteed as per the commitment of the Assam Accord and as per the commitment of the government of India. Regarding in the case of fundamentalist groups in Bangladesh, we like to demand that central government and state government should adopt all effective measures to evict all illegal Bangladeshis and fundamentalist groups from the soil of Northeastern region. On the other hand, regarding Tripura, we have adopted a special resolution, and we have seen that the indigenous people of Tripura is facing threat. It's a threat to the identity of the indigenous people of Tripura in Tripura. So what to do? The only way to protect the culture, identity of the indigenous people of Tripura is to give special constitutional safeguard for it is a must. So NESO is strongly demanded there should be a special constitutional safeguard for the indigenous people of Tripura. At the same time, we like to reiterate the whole of Northeast, the Northeast Student Organization will extend our full support to the indigenous people of Tripura to get the special constitutional safeguard. On the other hand, we have an issue of employment. We have an issue of employment. The unemployed capable youths, they are not getting jobs in the category 3 and 4 in our northeastern region. Why? Our capable educated youths are there, but they are not getting jobs. Why? So for that, in third category C and D, all posts should be reserved for the capable unemployed youths of the northeastern region. And there should be a separate employment zone for Northeast. And the Northeast should be treated as a special economic zone. See, Government of India is saying, look, it's now said that Act is. What is Act is? Whether it will be a corridor for exploitation. So, Northeast should be the economic hub for the country. So we are demanding that there should be a separate employment zone and separate economic zone for Northeastern region. And we are reiterating our stand, and that stand, the ASPA must go. During last voting incident, we have seen what had happened, and we are always demanding that ASPA should be repealed. Now the central government, due to the movement in Nagaland and other whole Northeast, they have relaxed some areas. We said no point of any relaxation. It should be repealed totally. ASPA must go. On the other hand, regarding NRC, so we are demanding that there should be NRC for whole of Northeast. The modality of may be differ from state to state. On the other hand, we need a Bangladesh, illegal Bangladesh name-free correct NRC. And on the other hand, the process was taken at the initiative of the and which was monitored by the Supreme Court of India in Assam. The updating of NRC was taken in Assam, which was monitored by the Supreme Court of India. But the result is not acceptable. The process was not acceptable. So through a process it was adopted, but the result is not acceptable. So due to non-implementation of the Supreme Court guideline, we are not getting the result. So we are demanding there should be a re-examination of the whole process of the process of NRC in the state of Assam. On the other hand, we are demanding that the implementation of all clauses of the Assam Accord. And regarding the CA, the CAA, it must be repealed. The central, we had continuously we are continuing our movement against the repealing against CA. There was cap. During that time, we had lobbied and we had approached all political parties. During that time, the central government could not pass it in Rajya Sabha. But the next time, they have passed it. It's anti-indigenous. It is anti-Northeast. CA is anti-indigenous. CA is anti-Northeast. It's a communal. It's unconstitutional, and so it should be repealed. CA is a protector of the illegal Bangladeshis. Now, when they have passed the CA in the parliament, they have said that inner line covered area of Northeast is exempted. That means Mizoram, Nagaland, Arunachal and Manipur. CA is not applicable. They have said the 6 settled areas of Northeast is exempted. That is 98% of Meghalaya, which is covered by 6 settled area, is exempted. 7 states of Northeast Assam is exempted, and tribal areas of Tripura are exempted. Then where CA is applicable in Northeast? Except 7 states of Assam, 7 districts, except 7 districts of Assam, and except tribal areas of North Tripura. These are the areas where CA is applicable. So we have a question. If the CA is bad for the inland permit covered area in Northeast, if CA is bad for the 6 settled covered area in Northeast, how CA can be good for the other parts of Northeast? It's a basic question. So it's an injustice. So CA must be repealed. And we will continue our movement for repealing of CA. At the same time, we had appealed before the Supreme Court of India on behalf of NESO, ASU. We had submitted our application before the Supreme Court of India. And Supreme Court of India had said, yes, this problem is special. So for that, there will be hearing, but there will be separate time for in the case of Assam, Tripura and Northeast. So Supreme Court had given the status and recognized that the problem is different than the other parts of the country. So the car must go, and till car is repealed, we'll continue our democratic movement and legal fight. Till car, we are demanding that there should be a special constitutional status for whole of Northeast with the right of land and natural resources. And we need a separate time zone because we are 1 hour ahead of the mainland of India. So there should be a separate time zone. On the other hand, there should be a separate, boundary commission to settle these interstate border disputes. We need a permanent solution of this interstate border problem and inclusion of Kok, Boro, Khasi and Garu language in the 8th schedule area. These issues were discussed in our conference, and NESO is determined to continue our struggle to protect the interest of the indigenous people of Northeastern region.
In West Jhanti Hills and also bordering of West Karbi district of Assam is not a one-time incident. The incident of border conflict has been happening from time to time in different states of the northeastern region, either in Nagaland, Mizoram, and also Meghalaya. So NESO has been demanding for settling of this border issue, and the successive state governments have failed in their duty to solve this problem. And on its part, NESO has been continuing its process to have peoples to peoples relationship, peoples to peoples dialogue. And here also, we've been demanding, we have given a statement, we've been demanding that the state governments should engage, should seriously engage, and also the central government should also enter into the settling of the border issue so that these inter-boundary or interstate boundary can be settled once and for all, so that the people living in the border areas will have a sense of security. Because now the people living in border areas, they do not have any sense of security. So to alleviate their livelihood, the state governments and also the central government should seriously delve into this issue and solve this issue once and for all.